Hey, welcome. It's Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. With another wine review. Got this one from Costco. It's $8.99. We do three, right up on the cheapwinefinder.com website, we write up 3 reviews a week, and then we do a podcast of each one. And that's where we're at right now. And this is the Gambler's Ghost North Coast Cabernet Sauvignon 2022. $8.99 at Costco, and I checked the web, and the prices were anywhere between $15 and $25 if you bought it online. The $25's a bit much, but the $15 a little higher sounds right, so you can get it at half price just about at Costco for a North Coast Cabernet. What is the North Coast? North Coast is Napa, Sonoma, Mendocino, Lake County. Lake County's due north of Napa. And there's a couple other small AVAs, or usually boutique-y kind of places. And this time it's Lake County and Sonoma, where the grapes came from. And it's a pretty good wine. Let me take a taste of it. It's the Gambler's Ghost line of wines. I checked out who made it by going to the California Wine Cola Registry. That's the thing that everybody has, all the winemakers have to register their labels with, make sure it's all up and up. And it seems like there's a couple of wines in the Gambler's Ghost, the line of wines, and a different company made each one of them. So it's kind of different for me. I haven't really noticed that anyway before. So what we have here is a Cabernet Sauvignon that they aged for 10 months in 60% new French oak barrels. So you go, oh, that's nice. Well, yeah, it is nice, because a French oak barrel is going to be north of $1,000 a piece, and you're going to need a bunch of them for these things. And nobody goes to the expense of doing 60% new barrels. If you use, like you see, like it's only like 10% new, the rest they keep on using them. If you're only going to, if you're only going to age the wine for 6 months, here it was 10 months. You can reuse these things many times, in a season. You can use it 6-7 times. If you put it in there for 2 years or something, then you're going to be pretty much done when you pour the wine out. But nobody spends that kind of money on bad grapes ever. I mean, why would you do it? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So you got new oak for 10 months, new French oak too. French oak's more subtle. American oak tends to have more of that chocolate vanilla thing going on, and the other one's more spicy and it gives subtler flavors. Still good. I mean, both are well. I mean, American value price wines and American oak tend to be like chocolatey and creamy type of thing. I'm gonna take another sip. It tastes good. This is a good wine. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's got a couple different levels to it. It starts out like this fruit, and then it gets kind of spicy and a little bit rustic on the edge, which is a really nice taste of it. I mean, it's not just one thing; it's two things really. Which that transition is kind of really nice for $8.99. It's Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good Cabernet Sauvignon. It's very sippable. I mean, it's not, sometimes Cab's got tannins to the point where sipping isn't fun. American value-priced Cabernet Sauvignons usually have their tannins in check, but tannins can give you dry mouth, but when you have it with food, then it makes perfect sense because it balances out, because you need that little extra structure to cut through the food. And this one sips well, but you could have it with anything. I mean, you can have steak, you have pizza, you have tacos. It doesn't matter. You can anywhere a solid red wine goes. And you can always tell people you can get it for $8.99. You paid the $25 for it. They'll be impressed. I'm gonna take another sip. So there you go. This is a good wine. Never heard of it. Gambler's Ghost. It's North Coast. North Coast is like You hear the Central Coast all the time, but with the North Coast, they either want to say Napa or they want to say Sonoma. So when you don't have 100% of either one, you get this. Oh, and it's 80% Cabernet Sauvignon, 15% Merlot, 5% Petit Verdot, which would make it a Bordeaux blend. But since 80% of it's Cabernet Sauvignon, you can legally say this is a single varietal, which it is. Adding a little bit to Cabernet Sauvignon has traditionally been the way to go. I mean, in France, that's all they do pretty much. It's rare to find a single one. So that's it for me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. This is a Costco bargain. It's the Gambler's Ghost North Coast Cabernet Sauvignon 2022. It's way underpriced. It's about half the price it is anywhere else, at least from a quick check of the web. And it's well worth drinking. It tastes great. It's well made. And you can get 2 for $16. So, no, $9, $18. So that's not too bad. So adios, keep it cheap, stay warm. It seems like it's going to get a little warmer around here in Chicago. And I'll let the sax player play us out a little bit, and I'll be talking to everybody in a couple of days. Adios, bye-bye, keep it cheap.